Hi everyone, it's Bonnie. Because the other prompts were not recorded, I thought we could do a flip through so far of Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Assignment, Volume 3. Now, I'm putting my challenge prompts just in a spiral notebook that you would use for school. This is covered with one of the digital downloads that I got from Foil on how to dissolve National Geographic photos in a magazine, and I'll link that video below. So this is week 1. I tried to take every image I put in the book and make it a pocket. So each prompt starts with hashtag 2023 CWP, and then they're 1 through 52 for 52 weeks. The first week is any kind of transportation, and I put this RV. Let me zoom out just a little bit so you can see the book. Okay, so I'm using, because this is not being sold and it's just for me to practice, 90% of the images will be from a magazine. Also, the warped paper that you see throughout is because I'm just using school glue. I do have glue sticks, tacky glue, and art glitter glue, but there again, those are expensive glues, and this book is only for me. So I'm going to just use the cheap things, as in the cheap glue and the cheap photos. I also have several digital downloads from Etsy stores, but there again, I'm going to save those for journal making for the future. So for the first week, the prompt again was any kind of transportation. I chose this RV, a library card, a zoo animal. I chose this bear and her cute little cubs. My handwriting, so since this is the first week, I went ahead and said Collage Weekly Challenge 2023. Stained paper, this is ink dyed copy paper. I found some toner ink on clearance at Walgreens several years ago, so I have dyed several papers with toner ink and water. I'll do a video on that soon so you can see how I've made these stained papers. Marguerite also puts a bonus on the weeks. In case you want to substitute one of these, you can use a bonus prompt, or you can just add it to your collage if you use all of them. So the bonus is a sticker. This is just a washi tape sticker that I put on the library card. Also, like I said, I'm going to try to make pockets for all the prompts out of one of the photos, so the prompt has some place to stay throughout the book. The notebook I'm keeping and doing the collages on one sheet of paper and not putting anything on the back of the piece of notebook paper, because once again, this is what the school glue does to the papers, and I'm not going to try to just double this up with another collage. And I have plenty of pieces of notebook paper in here to do 52 weeks. So again, this is what I've chosen for my glue book. It's just a spiral notebook. All right, so week 2, once again, the prompt is a hashtag 2023 CWP2 for week 2. This one has your least favorite color. Well, I really don't have a least favorite color, but for this prompt, I had done this jelly print, and I didn't like how this brown color turned out. Kind of remind me of baby poop. So I didn't want to, I just chose this as my least favorite color, even though I like browns and distressed browns for junk journaling. A sewing notion, I did a button. As I do the prompts, now that we're in week 6, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use physical items or pictures of, since it's supposed to be a collage, a picture of a sewing notion, like a picture of a button or a picture of thread. So it will probably be back and forth on how each collage is done. But sewing notion is button. Something out of the recycling bin. I've chosen this business envelope that comes in your bills, and I've turned that into a pocket. So this was a recycled envelope. Foreign language, I also found this in a magazine where there was this picture of this script in one of my travel magazines, so I've used that. A tea bag cover. I'm pretty sure she meant the cover that the tea bag comes in, not the actual tea bag. So I had this ginger pear tea and made that the pocket for the prompt to rest in. Well, either spot. I actually left both of these as pockets until I could decide which one I wanted to put in. The bonus is fiber, yarn, or string, and I've glued some string on here. And that is week 2. This is week 3, hashtag 2023, CWP3. This is something you do at a party. I found, because one of the prompts is anything winter, I took a garden article about how to have an outdoor winter party, and it was the theme. So what to do at a party. This is a table of food with candles. Let me come in a little bit there. And this is the candle decorations on the table. The third one here, this is hands with gloves on and a drink that goes with the outdoor party. So basically these 4 photos are what you do at a party. A drink, and this couple is the one that put on this party. So I got, and then a fruit. So I found a photo of citrus fruits, which are also very wintry. Lines. Now, I didn't look for an image with lines, but there's lines on this notebook paper. So what I did was just emphasize them with a black marker to keep the lines. Oh, and I added this strip that has also been cut out from the magazine that was lined on one of the magazine pages. So I put that as my lines. A shoe. Well, these skates were part of this winter article in the magazine, so I'm using them as the shoes. This one I did not use the bonus, a ticket stub of any kind. I kind of just stayed with this theme and did not add a ticket to it. still could do so later on. Again, this is just a book for me to practice on. And, you know, I can always add to any of these pages. I forgot to leave one of these as a pocket, so I added a little folded book page down here at the bottom to make a little tuck spot for the prompt. So that is week 3. This is week 4 of the challenge. One of the prompts is something folded, so I glued the prompt sheet onto this folded flip out. And stored it in that. So the prompt for hashtag 2023 CWP4 is something folded. Housework, whatever that means to you. This is just an a duplicate of an advertisement for stain remover that I got from one of these scrapbook kits that you can get on Amazon. That's what the housework is. An ocean creature. Again, this is one of those paper packs you can get off of Amazon that shows different images for you for scrapbooking and junk journaling. So this is the fish in the ocean. Here is my ocean creature, random piece of washi tape. Put that on the flip out. Art scrap. I used some craft paper, and this paint on here is from when I clean a brayer. When I do my jelly prints, I take the brayer and rub it on blank craft paper, clean craft paper to clean off my brayer, and it makes these, puts these colors on here. This is also just an extra piece of art scrap. I've been experimenting with dry mica powders and turning them into paint, and I will do a video on that in the future. But it's metallic and shimmery, so I have tons of metallic colorant powders that I've been mixing with either glue or matte medium to turn those into paints. Again, this is what school glue will do to your paper, but I actually find that quite satisfying. It's, again, that cool crinkle noise that everybody just loves to hear and crunch. And excuse my timer going off. My clothes are ready to come out of the dryer. So again, I'm mainly going to use magazine photos if I can find the prompt for it, and just regular school glue, since this book is not being sold to anyone. Week 5 is a doll or toy. Once again, I had one of the papers that you can get off of Amazon that are just random old vintage photos and drawings. So that was in a pack I bought, and it's got these dolls in their different outfits that you can buy. Sand or stone. I chose stone, so there's this stone wall and this stone walkway. Something cold, iced tea. a photo. Well, actually all mine are photos because they're photo taken by someone and put in a magazine. So I just, to keep with the theme, my photo is just a picture of this flower bush combination that was actually part of this. See, the stones are the same. So it was part of this off to the side of the article about this garden. So it's an individual photo part of this garden. And clock or time. I did both. Found this clock image in the magazine, and I also found this stopwatch and fussy cut that out. And my bonus is something that came in the mail. Well, once again, we all get bills and junk mail, and they all have little window envelopes. So I decided to make this my pocket for the prompt for week 5. And currently we are in week 6, and I did record a video on making this and choosing what photos I decided to use for those prompts, and that will be posted shortly as you see me actually make one of the collage pages. So thank you all for stopping by and looking through the Collage Weekly Challenge notebook I have started. And I plan on recording the rest of the weeks as a video as we go through the year. And I look forward to seeing you again. And everyone have a blessed day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.